welcome to our YouTube channel. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Nadila. I am the Business Development Officer here at George Brown College International Center. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about college overview, our programs, as well as general admission requirements for Hong Kong applicants. All right, let's get started. Okay, a little bit about George Brown College, some background information. George Brown College is one of the largest public colleges in Ontario, and we are also one of the 13 Polytechnic colleges in Canada. So what does Polytechnic education mean? The Polytechnic model is a hands-on and industry responsive. So Polytechnic education, it focuses on applied industry-aligned learning with a real-world experience built into the curriculum. So the program encourages learning by doing, developing the practical skills and competency required in today's workplace. So basically, graduates will be learning hands-on experience and ready to take on the job as soon as they graduate. Right? We are located in Canada's largest and most diverse city, Toronto. As you can see in this map, that all of our campuses are located in downtown Toronto. And we're also one of the only one Ontario public colleges with all of our campuses in downtown Toronto. So we are well connected to the subway lines. So for international students, it's going to be very easy for you to commute wherever you live around the city or even in the greater Toronto area. It's a very convenient. And also, this also means that our location will provide you with access to top employers for field education opportunity, like co-op, internship, or full-time job after graduation, because majority of the businesses are located right next to our campuses. So the green circle here, SJ, is our main campus. It's right next to Yonge and King subway station where Toronto's financial district is located. And underneath it here, the W is our waterfront campus in the harborfront area. It's walking distance to St. James. And this blue circle SR is our student residence. As you can see from the map, the location is great, walking distance to St. James and our waterfront campus. And we also have a Ryerson University teaching site, this R. So School of ECE is located here at the Ryerson site. And we also have up here our second largest campus, Casa Loma campus, because it's right next to Toronto's famous tourist site, Casa Loma. So that's how we get our campus name, right? Now let's take a look at our campuses. So the first one will be the St. James campus. St. James campus is actually our main campus. So if you're going to study in business, in culinary, hospitality and tourism, community services, media program, or English for academic purpose program, you will complete your program here at the St. James campus. Casa Loma campus is our second largest campus for students gonna study in construction, fashion and jewelry, as well as computer technology related programs. It will be delivered here at our Casa Loma campus. And this is our waterfront campus. I personally think this is the most beautiful campus at George Brown College because you have a very nice lake view in the entire building. So all the health science programs like dental, behavioral science, gerontology, they're all located here at the waterfront campus. Our School of Design also moved to waterfront campus in 2019. So we moved into this new building called Daniel City of Arts. There are a lot of design companies, game studios, as well as startups from the industry. So that's why we moved entire School of Design to this building to share the space with these industry partners. And in these pictures you're seeing right now are the new site for our School of Design. And this is our Ryerson campus. It's not really a campus per se because we share this building with Ryerson University, and George Brown College has 2 floors in this building. Our School of Early Childhood Education, ECE program, is located here. So if you're gonna study in any of the ECE related programs, you will complete your program here at the Ryerson University site. And we do have a student residence in case you're interested. It's a relatively new building that was opened in 2015. It is a 2-bedroom suite. You will have your own bedroom with a view, with everything included, and you do need to share the public space like the living room, bathroom, and the kitchen with another roommate. So the residence application is very competitive because we only have 500 beds. So you don't have to wait till you receive the offer and then apply for the residence. It's going to be too late. You can always put your name on the residence wait list. The application site is here. So you can always put your name on the wait list, and then as soon as you decided you're going to study at George Brown, you can just pay for the deposit and secure the spot. In terms of the cost, you need to apply by block because it's easier for them to manage capacity. So it can be September to April, January to April, and May to August. If you break it down by monthly basis, it's roughly around 1,200 Canadian dollars per month. Given the location, given the facility, it's actually a very reasonable price to live in downtown Toronto. On top of the residence, there are other housing options for students as well. You can rent a place with a roommate. You can apply for the homestay, and all this information are available on our housing website as well. You can check it out. Okay, let's take a look at our programs. There are over 170 career-oriented programs, and international students can apply for majority of our full-time programs, over 160 of them. The credential types that we offer here at George Brown College include 1-year certificate, 2 to 3 years diploma programs, 4 years bachelor degree, as well as a 1-year graduate certificate program. You can also call it postgraduate certificate program. These two are the same things. Okay, we have 7 academic centers at George Brown College, from Center for Preparatory and Liberal Studies to Arts, Design and Information Technology, Community Services, Early Childhood, Health Science, Hospitality and Culinary Arts, Construction, as well as Business. So we're going to talk about each academic center when we move to the program section later. Learning by doing. So as I mentioned earlier, George Brown College is one of the Polytechnic colleges in Canada. And one of the features of Polytechnic education is learning by doing. So 100% of our program include experiential learning component in the study. So what it means, so your program will have either co-op, internships, or field education, or if your program is too short, is too intense to fit in any co-op or internship, where we will also integrate other experiential learning projects such as capstone projects or interactive simulations or on-campus work teaching labs. So basically, we want to make sure when students graduate, they obtained some kind of Canadian experience, because that is very, very important. If you look for a job in Canada, the employer really values the Canadian experience. So having some kind of experiential learning integrated into your program is very important for your job hunting after graduation. So I just mentioned earlier about the experiential learning part. One of them is on-campus experiential learning opportunities. So because of our amazing location in downtown Toronto, we're able to operate a lot of facilities that are open to public that can also serve as a simulation lab for our George Brown College students. And this is a very great advantage for our international students as well. So such as the Chef's House, it's a relatively high-end restaurant located in downtown Toronto, right next to our St. James campus. So this restaurant is managed by our culinary management and the restaurant management program students. So if you study in the culinary and hospitality program, you will be able to complete 14 weeks externship in this restaurant, interacting with customer in real life. And we also have childcare centers. George Brown College has been operating early childhood education program for over 20 years now. We have a very good reputation for delivering early childhood educator in Ontario. So we have 12 childcare centers operated across Greater Toronto area. All of them are open to public and also serve as lab schools for our ECE program students to finish their field placement. And we also have a clinic at our waterfront campus called Wave Clinic. It's open to public, of course, because it's very convenient for the public to access our campuses. And in this Wave Clinic, if you're going to study in dental program, or if you're going to study in our hearing assistant program, you will be providing real life clinical service to the general public. So very valuable clinical experience for international students. All right, so that's pretty much about the college overview. And now I want to quickly talk about our programs. The program list is very long. We have over 160 full-time programs open to international students. So I'm not going to talk about them one by one, but just quickly go through them. So first is our Center for Business Programs. As you can see, we have a diploma, 2-year and 3-year option. So if you want to get a diploma program for 2 years and apply for 3-year PGWP as soon as possible, then you can apply for the 2-year option. But if you want to gain some Canadian experience before graduation, then I would recommend you the 3-year advanced diploma programs, because the 3-year advanced business diploma programs, usually they come with at least one co-op term. So 14 weeks of full-time work experience. So you can put it on your resume as a bonus because you have Canadian experience. And also, you know, co-op is a very good networking opportunity for international students as well. Some of our students was eventually hired by the co-op employer. So, or they can also get a very good reference from the co-op employer. So if you want to get that part of Canadian experience, then choose a program with a co-op term is going to be a very good option. I know a lot of students from Hong Kong, they already have a bachelor degree, then they can also apply for our postgraduate program listed here. So as you can see, the postgraduate program, we have a variety of the option for you. All of the postgraduate program at George Brown College are 1 year. So 1 academic year, regardless it's 2 semesters or 3 semesters, all of them are considered as a 1 academic year postgraduate program. So one feature of the postgraduate program is that it is very specific in terms of area of study. So as you can see, for marketing, we have 4 types of marketing programs listed here as postgraduate program. And another feature of postgraduate program is that it's very short, only 1 year, so it is very intense. A lot of domestic students, that your future classmates who are studying in the postgraduate program at George Brown College, they are actually working professionals. They already completed an undergraduate degree and they have been working in the field for a couple of years, and they just want to come back to school for a short period of time and learn something, improve their skills in a specific area, then they will study postgraduate program. So your future classmates will be, majority of them will be working professionals. So it is also a great networking opportunity for international students as well. All right, now I'm going to move on to the next academic center, our Center for Arts, Design, and Information Technology. So by name, you can tell that this is actually a very big academic center. They have the most programs actually listed under this academic centers. They have a School of Design, School of Fashion and Jewelry, School of Media and Performing Arts, School of Computer Technology. So the program list is also very long. For diploma, we have a computer programming analyst, which is very popular among high school graduates who wants to start enroll in the computer programming field. Then this is a very good option for you. And if you're interested in game, we have 2 types of game-related diploma programs. One is game programming. It belongs to our School of Computer Technology. And the other one is game art. Game art is actually under our School of Design. So you can tell that these 2 programs, they have different focus. If you're interested in developing the game, then the game programming will be better option for you. But if you're more interested in the designing character side, then the game art is a good option for you. We also have very good design programs such as graphic design, interaction design, and those design programs usually require portfolio. If you don't have any design background, but you do want to study in our design diploma or bachelor degree, then you can start with a 1-year art and design foundation program. So the Art and Design Foundation program doesn't require portfolio. It's 2 semesters In the first semester, you will be studying some basic design-related courses, foundation courses. And in the second semester, you will be developing portfolio. So you can use the portfolios that you developed in the second semester to apply for more advanced design programs. And we also have very good fashion programs. We have 3 fashion diploma programs, such as fashion management, fashion business industry, as well as a 1-year fashion technique and design. And we also have a 1 to 3 years jewelry programs. So all jewelry programs, it's very flexible. You can start with 1 year. If you're interested, you can easily transfer to the 2-year jewelry or 3-year jewelry diploma programs. And all jewelry programs and the fashion programs, for the diploma level, it doesn't require portfolio. So feel free to apply as long as you meet the admission requirement. So for the postgraduate programs, we also have a lot of options here, from students with design background, art background, or fashion background, or computer technology background. So here I circled a couple of postgraduate programs. I just want to quickly talk about that. So for the information system business analysis, this is our 1-year postgraduate program. And the other one is called health informatics. So these 2 programs are circled here is because these 2 programs, they share over 60% of the similar coursework. So because 60% of the courses are overlapped, so we actually offer internal bridging for students who are enrolled in either of these programs. So basically, you can complete these 2 postgraduate programs within 16 months. So starting 16 months, you're also eligible to apply for up to 3 years postgraduate work permit. So this is a very good option and also very easy option for students who want to study 2 postgraduate programs at George Brown College. And the other thing is that this program, graduates successfully completing this either one of those 2 programs will be prepared to write the International Institute of Business Analysis IIBA entry certification. So you will be getting the certification as long as you can successfully complete the program. Having some kind of accreditation from the industry will be definitely be a bonus point when you are looking for a job in Canada. So I also circled this one, wireless networking and cybersecurity here. So basically it's the same. We offer the internal bridging because of majority of the courses are overlapped, over 60%. So we offer internal bridging for this 2 postgraduate program as well. And we also opened 2 new postgraduate program this January. One is web development front-end design. The other one is applied AI solutions development. So the applied AI solutions development, the name may not tell what's going on with this program, but basically it's like providing data engineering. So if you're interested in data mining, data processing, then this is a very good program for you. We require students from information technology, computer science, or mathematics background to apply, because this program requires high mathematical skills and Python coding skills. If you have all those things, feel free to apply, because this program has a very high graduation rate and they're also very demanding in the job market. So that's the exact reason why we opened up these 2 new postgraduate programs. All right, so now let's take a look at our construction and engineering technology programs. So basically for the diploma area, we cover everything in construction section, such as civil engineering, architecture technology, interior design, mechanical engineering, and etc. So there are 2 years and 3 years option. If you want to start from scratch, there are a lot of programs for you to choose from. And for postgraduate program, if you already have previous background and undergraduate degree in construction engineering technologies, then you can apply for our postgraduate program listed here. We have 2. First one is Building Information Modeling BIM Management Program. So George Brown College used to be the only school in Canada to offer BIM management program because this program requires cutting edge facility, and we are able to have that at our Casa Loma campus. So in this picture you are seeing, it's our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He was visiting George Brown College back in 2017. And in this photo, he was at our BIM lab with our BIM program students. So you will be able to access all this high-tech facility we have at Center for Construction Engineering Technology when you're enrolled in the program. And the other postgraduate program is construction management, also open to international students to apply. So these two programs, they have a very high employment rate as well. 95% of the graduates will gain full-time job in the construction sector within 6 months of graduation. So the 95% is actually very, very high in Canada. So if you have previous background and you want to continue your education in construction sector, feel free to apply for those two postgraduate programs. Okay, so now let's take a look at our Center for Community Services and Early Childhood. So as I mentioned earlier, when I was talking about the experiential learning, we have 12 childcare centers located in Greater Toronto area, open to the public, and also serves as a lab school for our ECE program students. So our ECE program are very, very popular and it fills quickly. So if you're interested in applying for ECE program, make sure to submit your application as soon as you can. So for the ECE program, we have a regular stream, which is 2-year, 4 semesters. We also have accelerated stream. Accelerated stream is actually basically the same as a regular stream. The only difference is that for accelerated stream, you will start in September and there is no break in between semesters. So it's going to be very intense. Because in the ECE program, in every semester, you're doing a 7-week field placement. So it's going to be very intense. So, but if you want to graduate earlier, then you can apply for the accelerated stream. So admission requirements are the same for the regular and accelerated. And we do have a fast track stream. So the fast track is for, it's only 2 semesters, so 1 academic year. This program is designed for international students who previously had ECE credentials overseas, but they need to get a Canadian credentials in order to register at the College of Early Childhood Educators. Then you can apply for the fast track and study for 2 semesters and then be eligible to work as early childhood educator in Canada. And after graduation, you also have a lot of other options. You can start working because this program has a very high employment rate, or you can further your study by entering the degree program at Ryerson University or enter our George Brown College's degree program in early childhood leadership. So there will be flexible options for graduates from the ECE diploma programs. And we also have other programs in the community service sector. You can take a look. We have all those program information available on our website as well. Okay, now let's take a look at our Center for Health Science. So for Center for Health Science, the program list is shorter than the previous centers because our nursing programs, School of Nursing programs are not open to international students due to the huge domestic volume. That said, there are a lot of popular programs among international students, such as behavioral science, dental programs, as well as this one with a red arrow, recreation management in gerontology. I would personally recommend this program to international students because this program is very demanding in the job market because aging population in Canada is an issue right now. One out of four people in Canada are over age of 65. So you can see that aging population is huge in Canada. So gerontology program graduates are very, very demanding in the job market. So the program itself is a little bit similar with early childhood education in terms of the program structure. So in every semester, you will be doing field placement. So by the time you graduate, you already accumulated a lot of Canadian experience. So students will be studying aging series, psychology, mental health, gerontology, and all other related courses. It's going to be a very intense 2-year diploma program. And after graduation, you will be working in hospital, senior home, or senior daycare center, and use the knowledge that you learned from this 2-year and design a qualified life for the senior population. So I would recommend international students who are looking for a high employment job and also from the long-term perspective, still demanding job, then this is a very good option to consider. All right, so now let's move to our last academic center, which is also our most popular academic center at George Brown College, our Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. So George Brown College's Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts is very, very popular and also well known in Canada because of the famous chef, famous alumni, graduated from George Brown College. So our chef school is the largest culinary school in Canada because we have been operating the culinary management diploma programs for so many years, and it's been really successful. So that is why we are the first Canadian school to be approved to operate culinary management bachelor degree program. And that was a couple of years ago, and now you can see we have three bachelor degrees programs, in hospitality, in culinary management, as well as food studies. So for the diploma programs, you can see we have a very popular baking program, 1 year baking, 2 year baking. For culinary, we have 1 year and 2 year options. We also have a focus on nutrition. And for hospitality, we also cover basically everything from event planning to restaurant management, hotel management, and all that. There is also 1 year and 2 year option as well. So I would say that George Brown College has the largest industry partnership network when it comes to hospitality and culinary management. So any company, any organization, any employer that you can think of, the leading ones in the industry, they are our partner. So that's why every year this center has to do their own career fair separately, because there are so many industry partners that they will come on site and then do the interview and hiring process directly from the fair. So you will have a really good support when it comes to employment from this academic center. And also we have a very strong alumni network as well. George Brown College's graduates from hospitality and culinary, they are working in all kinds of restaurants and hotels. So you will have a support from the alumni network as well. All right, so that's pretty much about our program. I don't want to spend too much time. You can definitely check out the website for more information. And now I want to quickly talk about the general admission requirement. So the general admission requirement for Hong Kong applicants for diploma program, the minimum requirement is HKCEE or HKDSE result. We require passing mark for all subjects and minimum level 3 or C in English and math. So that is a requirement for majority of the diploma program. Let's say if your math is below C or level 3, then you can consider maybe some programs that don't require math marks, such as early childhood education. It doesn't require math marks, so you can apply for that if your English meets this requirement of level C or 3. So this is a minimum requirement, right? A lot of Hong Kong students, they already graduated from high school, they studied in bachelor degree. So if there is English and a math mark in your university transcript or vocational college transcript, you can use that to apply as well, not necessarily from HKC or HKDSE. If you have the required marks from the post-secondary level of education, you can definitely use that. But if in the post-secondary level of education there is no English or math mark, then they have to go back to HKCE or HKDSE to review the mark, because this is the minimum requirement. And for postgraduate program, majority of the postgraduate program, they require 3 years advanced diploma or 4 years bachelor degree. So some postgraduate program will also require minimum 1 year work experience. So if that's the case, a resume is also required, but you don't have to prepare a reference letter or personal statement. The entire admission process is very straightforward and also very simple. Okay, so on top of what we talked about earlier about the academic part of requirement, we also require proof of English proficiency. So if you completed your education in Hong Kong, you still need to provide us with proof of English proficiency. So it can be IELTS academic, it can be TOEFL or Duolingo, or other options listed here, as long as you meet this mark requirement. So we will continue to accept Duolingo test result as proof of English proficiency up till May 2023 programs. So you can still submit Duolingo if you want, as long as for next January, for May or September, all the way up to May 2023. Whether or not we will continue to accept it after May 2023 is still up in the air. We don't know yet, but for now, we will still accept Duolingo. All right. So that's our admission requirement. I want to talk about the admission cycle. So we process application based on our admission cycle dates. So if you're looking at September 2022, the application portal will be open on December 13th. So this is a day you can submit applications to our international portal for September 2022 programs. And we will start reviewing those applications on January 31st, 2022. So we review application on a first come, first serve basis. The earlier you submit your application, the earlier your application will be processed. I know a lot of students will ask me, okay, you open your application portal on December 13th. Can I submit my application without an IELTS or other proof of English proficiency first? The answer is no. You have to submit complete application because the proof of English proficiency is at step 3 of the application. If you don't have that, you won't be able to proceed to step 4, which is choosing the programs. So you have to have all admission required documents ready when you apply for the program. And the other question I always come across is that, do you have a deadline for submitting applications? The answer is no, we don't have a deadline because the system will be closed automatically as soon as it reaches sufficient volume of applicants. So the earlier you submit, the better. We process application on a first come, first serve basis. The admission portal is also operated as first come, first serve basis. So the earlier, the better. That's our admission cycle dates. You can also find out the important dates for January 2023 or May 2023 as well. How to check program availability. So you can find out the real-time international seat status on our website. This is the link. We may also share that in the description box below. So this is the real-time program availability site. But this picture here was a screenshot from a long time ago, so it's not real-time. I just put it here as a reference. So if it says open, that means it's open for application. You can submit the application now. If it says closed, then that means the program has received sufficient amount of application. It is closed in the system. So you won't be able to select that program, that intake, that term in the system. If it says not available here, it means the program doesn't have a May start. So this is spring 2022, right? If it says not available, it means all these programs, they don't have a spring 2022 start. So they only start in fall or winter. So this is how to check the program availability. I know a lot of you are curious about what's happening in next January. So the good news is that we are excited to offer more on-campus experience for the winter 2022 semester, including many fully on-campus programs, activities, as well as services. So we also continue to offer online and hybrid program options as well. Majority of the programs will be delivered in hybrid model. So if it's hybrid, it means there is on-campus component of your program. So you need to take the program physically in Canada. If it says choice, then we offer students the choice of fully online or hybrid. So you can decide if you want to take the program fully online or you want to take the program in hybrid model. So we have all these program delivery options offered for students. But the good sign is that because of the vaccination rate in Ontario is really high now, so we are able to slowly reopen our campuses. And hopefully moving forward with next May and next September, we will be able to operate more in-person programs slowly. All right. And before I end my presentation today, I also want to quickly talk about our social media channels. We do have a traditional Chinese Facebook page. It is managed by the George Brown College International Center Asia team by my colleague, Cherry, who is from Hong Kong as well. So if you want to get the first-hand information in traditional Chinese, this is the best channel to learn more information about George Brown College. We will be posting college-wide information through this Facebook page on a regular basis. So feel free to check out this the Facebook page. It's this traditional Chinese Facebook page, and it will be very helpful for you to gain a lot of experience, a lot of information from us. All right, so that is the end of my presentation today. Thank you so much for your time. I think it's a little bit longer than I expected, but again, if you're interested in applying to George Brown College, if you have any questions about our programs, our admission cycle, our admission process, feel free to contact us. We're gonna put our contact information in the description box below as well, and you can check it out. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.